Okay, but let me get into one of my teammates in Islam Makhachev. He's just good. I know. He's just good, but he's got his hands full. Thiago's tough. Thiago's really tough, and he's gonna try to get into Islam's grill. He's gonna try to make him fight. He just got to make sure he can avoid the takedown. If he can stuff a couple takedowns, I think it's gonna. But I don't think he can.
Thiago is gonna work to keep this fight on the feet. He wants to keep that distance. He wants to control the center of the cage. He wants to make Islam shoot from the outside. He has the ability to beat him, no doubt about it. He's a good all-around fighter. His ground game, he's got a good, ground game, but it's not enough for him to get off of his back if Islam takes him down. So he's going to be underneath and absorbing a lot of damage, and so he's got to get himself out of those positions if that's what happens. But he's his stand-up, I honestly think that he's faster than Islam.
Yeah, Islam's not a fast guy.
Yeah, and so that's the thing that he's got on his side. He's got fast hands, but he's got to maintain when you got a guy that's pressuring you a lot like Islam is gonna do. That burns energy because you're always tense, and when is he gonna take that shot, and then you're throwing, and so he's got to maintain and monitor how much output he's putting out and when he does it. He's got to be smart about it, and he's got to use that speed at the appropriate times to put shots that make Islam then go, ooh, I can't have that happen again. I need to take a step back. And those moments when he gets those breaks that Islam creates, that's a good thing for him.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, man. Thiago's just got to stay on his bike. He's got to make sure, because what's going to happen is
he stays on his bike, he's going to run out of gas.
Yeah, that's true as well. And it's going to be hard to stop the takedowns. Islam's going to take the center of the cage, and every time that Thiago steps in, he's going to light him up with that quick, sneaky head kick from the southpaw stance. He's going to go boom, head kick, and then come back with a combination, or he's going to go body, and then he's going to back up to the head, and then he's going to go right to wrestling. He gets you in that clinch. The difference between, I want everyone to understand this when you guys are listening to me talk and break this down. The difference between him and Khabib. Khabib is a double leg guy. Don't get me wrong. He's got the throws, the foot sweeps, the trips. He's got all those. But he is more of someone that is a dog. He just gets in there like a bulldog, just gets in there, burrows his head in there for the double leg, lifts you and slams you. Islam is not that guy. His finesse is on the feet when he gets you in the clinch. He locks the glove down underneath the armpit. He'll bounce you off the cage, and he'll foot sweep you. He'll inside leg trip you. Okay, he'll step on your foot and ride you forward. Little things that you won't see if you don't understand the sport. Little things that, like, even people that do understand the sport, they don't understand. How come the guy didn't just pull his glove out? Like, how stupid. But it's stuck in his armpit. On the other part. Yes. Yeah, and that's the one thing with the UFC gloves that I always hated, was that it's got the big pad on the top, right? The Strikeforce gloves used to just have the smooth Fairtex style ones. But I mean, like the UFC ones have the big pad on the front, so it's easy to lock them down into the armpit, and then that's how they can help throw. Stepping on the feet is big, and then also, too, he's very good at knee tapping you. So not in terms of like knee tapping with the hand, but in terms of he bounces you off the cage a little bit, and he scoots to the side on your hip, and then he just uses his knee to drag you down.
And he also impressive. He brings you backside all the time. He puts pressure, making you lean to a certain against it, and then he just takes you off to that side.
Yeah, and he'll just hang you on that side. When he hangs you on that side, it's like Khabib in that situation. They both ride really well in the side position, and they get heavy on you and just keep driving you forward. And you can't post on your hand for 3 minutes. It's a pain, not when you're carrying somebody else's weight, who by the time they fight, Islam will probably weigh about 180. So you're carrying another 180 pounds plus your own weight. So it's tough. But the one thing, like I think you called out perfectly, I think Thiago's faster. Yeah. Thiago's going to have a better chance of getting in and getting out. He's just got to make sure he avoids the takedown. And the one thing that's always kind of made me nervous with Islam is that he is dominant at every turn in a fight and in the gym. But what concerns me, this is his first 5-round fight in the UFC. I'm a little nervous because I've seen with the Nick Lentz fight, and I've seen with sometimes he tends to, because he does use a lot of strength, he does tend to slow down. And so as the fight goes on, if he doesn't, because he's nasty, strong on top, he's got great submissions. He's got better submissions than most of the guys in the gym. I've seen him train with top-level black belts. I'm talking about world champions, and just dominated them, made them look like they didn't belong on the mats at all. And I was like, wow, he's actually calling out what submission he's going to get on top level black belts that have won worlds and just dominating him. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to get him in this, and like joking around and being friendly about it, but just demolishing them. And I've seen him do it. And so if he doesn't get it, is he going to end up like Rodolfo Vieira, where he gets tired chasing submissions? He doesn't chase submission, but he gets to the position where he's used a lot of strength with the Nick Lentz. He looked pasty pale white going into the third round because he looked so exhausted. And I was just something I captured when I was watching that fight. I'm like, how are you tired? You're never tired in the gym. But he was tired. You could see it's the adrenaline, being on the big stage. Yeah, pressure of the fight. So I'm not sure. I think this is going to be a big test if he's ready to be the next run at the title for the Dagestani guys. And so we're going to see. It's a big chance for him, a big opportunity for him to capture it. We'll see. I wish him the best. Even though you do.
You want to see him go to 20 wins with 1 loss. I understand.
Yeah, and I feel bad. It sucks because I would have loved to have seen him be undefeated as well right now. Young in his career, he got clipped and the fight was done, and it sucks. It sucks for him because I know it was just one of those fights like shit. You got caught, and
no biggie.
Here's the thing: the speed was a factor in that fight. Right. He got clipped and he got caught. That could be the same type of situation here. But I think he's gotten a lot better. He's gotten way better since then. I know that for sure. But we're gonna see. This is a big step up for him. Good stuff. A lot of guys said they want to fight him, but then none of them, when UFC said, when we called them, they said, no, I was kidding.
There's not a lot of guys that want to right now. No, have you noticed when he starts calling people out, there's no response? Oh, I think it's great.